have Octopath Traveler by Xoneris.
Whoop whoop. That's me.
Yeah.
So we live now. People can see me.
People should be able to see you. People should be able to hear you, assuming everything's going well. But we're waiting for tech, so we'll see what happens. Basically, I'm watching on this Twitch stream, so I've got no idea.
I don't know, chat. Is everything working? We good?
Let us know, chat. Yeah, we should be good. I'm seeing you on the screen now. Apparently, you're loud.
Am I? Well,
It's Zeta. We'll see. But yeah, so well, we are on stream. I will let you take it over, and hopefully Asto here can deal with some little audio balancing.
maybe it's on my end? No, should not be on my
I have
end.
no idea. Well, yeah, all audio is coming from your end, buddy.
I mean, what's wrong? Is
They're
anything?
saying it's too loud.
Mic is very loud?
Yes.
The fuck?
So loud. Ah!
Okay, how about now, chat? Are we feeling better with this one? This is basically the settings that I use for my own stream, and nobody ever complained.
Yeah. Well, they're saying you're better now, so we'll take it from here.
Oops, hold on. Video game. Here. Hello. Chat. 1 2 1 2. Is this? Are we feeling better with this one?
We're getting a lot of thumbs up and everything else. If it's too loud for you still on your side, guys, make sure you can turn the volume slider up and down on your end. We're good to go. I'd say we're ready to start your run there, buddy.
Alright. Okay, hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to UKSG. I am yours truly, Xoneris. Hello. And I will be showing you Octopath Traveler. Not Tressa, as certain somebody here might want.
Who are we playing?
I'm playing Hanet.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
So basically, just a quick explanation here. So, whoever to you is not familiar with this game, Octopath Traveler features 8 different main characters, and at the start of the game you can choose whoever you want to start with. All of these 8 characters have their own individual story and their own individual speedrun. Would be perfect for like a bid war, but I can't do all 8 of them. So I'm just doing Hanet because I like Hanet. I could do somebody else, but I want to do Hanet. Okay, let's... Is the timer on tech side, or how are we doing that?
Timer is definitely tech side, so you just let them know when you're ready to go and they'll fix it.
Alright, hey, tech, I hope you're hearing.
He's ready.
Okay, then run starts in 3, 2, 1, go! Pog. Alright. Yeah, like I said, Octopath Traveler. It's a JRPG kind of pixel art, modern 3D kind of game. It's a weird mix, as you can see, with beautiful pixel art and some 3D. Here's your first glimpse at some I already forgot what to do. Okay, there we go. Normally I don't get really nervous at speedrun events, but currently I'm a little bit shaky, but that should be fine in just a sec.
Ah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, hopefully. So all of these 8 characters that I mentioned have their own like special abilities. Here Hanet, the lovely lady, can like provoke people and NPCs. And this right now is basically our little tutorial on how to fight them. Hanet is like a Pokemon master. She can like capture wild animals and like enemies and stuff. And the captured enemies then can be used in these provoke fight, or even in the normal fights, which is kind of nice. Generally, the structure of this game is every of the 8 characters has their own story divided by 4 chapters. And our main goal is just to finish these 4 chapters without really bothering to, you know, be doing the other characters that much. Of course, we're going to be seeing some of the other characters, since you can always have 4 people in your party. So we have to finish some first chapters of some other people to get them into our party. For all of you who might be thinking right now, can you play this game just with one single character? Yes, you can, but it is indefinitely hard. I never tried it. There are some like challenge runs where you never recruit anybody else than your starting character. I'm getting like the worst of luck right now. So how the battle system works, it's basically a normal turn-based JRPG, as most of you probably are familiar. But there's 2 key differences, the boosting and the breaking mechanic. Every enemy type is vulnerable to certain attacks and magic, as indicated by the little shield under their name. When they're broken, they're basically stunned for like a turn, and they take more damage. And the boosting mechanic is you get these golden little points every turn, which allows you to like enhance your magic spells. This is the boss of the first chapter of Hane. Good old Gazarma. Oh, the double miss, what is happening? This is really good, nice. So here you can see, for example, the mechanic. I think I just did a little mistake there. Hopefully we'll be fine. So the general strategy is just to break them, and then do your like strongest possible attack you can do. Yeah, did a little mistake there, that's unlucky. Oh, okay, that works. It was like 50 HP from dying, unlucky. And yeah, that's basically chapter 1 done. One cool thing about this game is that you can skip, like, as you probably have seen, cutscenes, which makes this a really good speed game. There are a few other things that make this game really speedrun friendly, but skipping cutscenes is of course one of them. You can also skip like the prologue of every character besides the starting character, which also is a huge time save. And yeah, now we're on the world map, and we be running around doing some stuff, collecting some people, collecting some loot. I don't know if our buddy Argik here has something to say, but donation or something?
I do. We've got a lot of donations coming through here.
Well,
so
feel
we're
free
just
to go for some.
No worries. So we've got a $10 donation from Zephyr, the excellent ninja, saying, "This comment has been quarantined due to an outbreak of generosity." Thank you for your donation there, Zephyr. We also have a $34.30 donation from Big the Dave saying, "Here's my entrance fee." Thanks very much for that one. And finally, we've got a $56 donation from our very own Tiny Tim saying, "Hey all, good luck with the marathon. So looking forward to this weekend. During this very difficult time for everyone, it's amazing to get so much support from UKSG, ESA, BSG, and the whole speedrunning community. Could everyone who can donate whatever you can. Every little helps. Care. Cheers. And thanks all for your donations. They are much appreciated." And that already puts us at $100.
Nice. That's pretty nice. Thanks for all the donation, guys. We do appreciate that. Also, shout out to Tiny Tim. Best man.
Agreed.
Okay, so a little thing here in the overworld. Of course, I'm trying to avoid as many random encounters as possible. Generally what I'm trying to do is to break them, and whenever you break an enemy, you can like flee guaranteed without problem. But as you might have seen a bit earlier, I had 2 enemies at the same time, and with only one character it's kind of impossible to break 2 enemies at the same time. So I just went for the YOLO flee, which unfortunately didn't really happen. Yeah, a lot of the speedrun just comes down to like knowledge. It's not like a very mechanically intensive game. And of course you can save some time here and there by some fast menuing. But like most about this game, it's just about the knowledge and the experience. For example, just knowing which enemies are weak to which weapon type or which magic. So what I just did there is I provoked that guy and fled immediately, because that reset the step counter for random encounters. You will be seeing that a few times early, because that's really powerful, because we're already in kind of an area that is way above our weight class. I think currently we're level 3 or 4 or something, and we're currently in like an area where you're supposed to be like level 17 or something. It says it like in the bottom left corner. Yeah, danger level 17. So the game recommends the player you should be at least level 17 to be in here. So we're doing the same thing again right here. We challenge this guy to fight, he agrees, and we immediately flee. I don't know why he even let us do that again. Now we're quickly going to Noble Court. This is one of the chapter 2 towns of a character we're gonna get later, but we only visited this town briefly, so we can go up here, get this stone, and teleport back here. And we will never see this town again. Just for convenience. And for a third time, hopefully. There we go. We provoke this guy again. Hey dude, a third time? Wanna fight? Yeah? Okay, no. I made up my mind. Sorry dude. Sorry for your troubles. And we leave. So we did this entire thing just to get to the Scholar Shrine, which I didn't even explain. So all of the characters in this game are bound to like a class, and these classes can be found in the world in like shrines, which you then can just get, and basically you can equip your characters with like a secondary class of a different character, which is kind of nice. And I'm going to do that with Hanet now. I'm gonna equip her with the Scholar subclass. And we're going into the cursed area of the game, where I'm probably going to lose 7 million minutes, because that's just how this game works. So this right here is the famous Whistlewood. This is it's not it's I mean, for our current level it's a high level area. but in the overall game it's not really that high. I don't know what it said, the danger level. It's also 17, 15, okay. And we're going in here to do like basically our leveling for the entire game. The problem is with this entire forest that there are certain encounters we want and that we don't want. And as you might have guessed, the ones that you don't want are way more frequent than the ones you want, which are basically these 4 frogs right here. So yeah, whenever you see 4 frogs, that's kind of bad. So, probably gonna try a few times here. You can kill them and go on, but it's not really that preferred because you don't get as much XP as you need. If I kill the frogs, I would need to do some extra leveling outside, which in general is slower than just getting a good encounter in here. Okay, this one here might be a good one. Oh, let's go, Pog. So yeah, this is basically a perfect time to quickly explain soul stones, which you just saw. Soul stones are basically usable items you can get. One sec. Do not mess this up here. Yeah, soul stones are usable items that do a certain amount of damage and are tied to a specific damage type. And what you just saw was a light soul stone M. There are 3 types of these soul stones: the small ones, the medium ones, and the large ones. And as you just saw, the soul stone just decimated these creatures, because normally you're not supposed to come by these stones early in the game, and I only used the medium ones. So especially the large ones you'll see a little bit later in the game often, because they do a tremendous amount of damage. And yeah, that was basically our quick leveling, and the only leveling in this entire game, which also is kind of weird when you think about your general JRPG speedruns. You do leveling like every so often, but not in here. You only do the quick Whistlewood shenanigans and you're good to go for the rest of the run. The reason why I did the leveling there is not necessarily for the levels, but for the job points. Job points and XP are like different from each other's. XP just boosts your level, some stat improvements and stuff. And the job points are the points that you use to learn new abilities for the characters. And after Whistlewood I need like 130-ish job points, so I can get 2 of the scholar skills. And when you unlock 2 of the scholar skills, you get a passive ability from the scholar. All of the classes have their own unique passive abilities, and it turns out that this passive ability is like one of the best for the speedrun. It's called Evasive Maneuvers, and essentially it allows us to just walk further without getting a random encounter, which is really helpful. I just walked the wrong way out of habit, out of muscle memory. When you're speedrunning this game and you switch between characters, it's sometimes a little bit hard to get your muscle memory going, because it's the same game but every character goes to like different places. But yeah, maybe a quick little fun fact about how this evasive maneuver works. The way it was once explained to me, so you can basically imagine when you don't have evasive maneuvers, you can walk 30, you can make 30 steps without getting an encounter, and at the 31st you get a 1% chance encounter, at 32nd you get 2%, 33 3%, and so on, until eventually you get a random encounter. When you have evasive maneuvers, you basically can walk 60 feet without getting an encounter, and at the 61st you get the like 1% and so on. And that is really handy because most areas in the game are traversable without getting an encounter if you have evasive maneuvers equipped and you know exactly where you're going and what you're doing. So in a bit you'll see me traverse quite the high level areas without getting an encounter, hopefully, which is very nice. Also shoutouts to the music. I think that's fine. So another neat little handy trick you can do is save quitting. That also resets the step counter without getting random encounters. For example, right here in this little map, there's a save point in the middle of it, which is save, reload, and our step count begins at 0 again. And we can go in here in our second shrine, which is the Shrine of the Trader, which gives us access to the Merchant subclass, which is without a single doubt the most broken subclass in this entire game, for reasons that you will see in a little bit. It's only really broken towards the end game, and the early game you don't really need it that much because it's basically too OP. Most single story speedruns can basically be summed up in like 2 parts, and the first part is the part I'm doing right now, is basically the preparation phase, where you go around the world, you collect some items, you collect the rest of your party members, and after you've done that, you basically just finish the story of whoever character you started with. And of course this is highly subjective, but the preparation phase is a little bit boring because, you just run around, open some chests, talk to some people. At least you get to hear this awesome soundtrack a lot. So right now we're already in like kind of a high level area, and we're provoking this old man right here on the street. Or maybe we don't know, we're making up our mind. No, sorry, you're not the person that I was looking for. And collecting some more high level stuff here. Another quick save, reset. Quickly checking my notes. Seems good. Yeah, here for example you just saw me collect a Thunder Soulstone L for large. And yeah, you will be seeing me use some of those in just a little bit. Because we are about to recruit our second character, which will come in rather handy. Just this here, and let's go. Alright, this right here is Atlastem. It's the starting city of my personal favorite character of the game, Cyrus. I was debating if I should maybe do the Cyrus single story speedrun, but I've shown that at other places before, and I never shown Hanet. Hanet is like my second favorite speedrun. And yeah, we talk to him, and we recruit him. And in the little text box we basically said, yes, we want to recruit him, but no, we don't want to hear his like starting story. It's very important because otherwise you would lose like a few minutes. Happened to the best of us before. And here is like the first instance where you can see how broken these soul stones are at very early levels. You see this right here is the boss of Cyrus. And what we are going to do is we're going to throw one of these wind soul stones in his face. And oh, he's already dead. Feels bad. Boss fight, by the way. Yeah, there you can see the power of these soul stones. That's like one of the reasons why this is a very speedrun friendly game. When you have the evasive maneuvers passive ability equipped, you can just walk into high level areas and collect all the high level area loot, and then just go back to your low level areas and just wreck absolutely everything. Oops. Up next, we're gonna recruit our second character. Which is Tressa, which I heard a certain somebody here fancies quite a lot. No response.
Oh, hello. I'm just listening to the music too much right now. It's really good.
So tell me, why do you like Tressa so much?
What? Tressa's best girl? She's a girl that gets to go on an adventure just because she wants to be a merchant, and she like helps her family in that as well. It's really cool.
Fair. I mean, I like her as a character.
Yeah, it's just like she's the first character that I picked up when I played the game. It was a case of I kind of cheated and looked over which characters were doing what, and it was a case of I just liked the idea of Tressa, so I went with her.
Yep. As I said a little bit earlier, Tressa, or like the merchant subclass, is the most broken class in the game, and as it happens, Tressa is like the default merchant of the game, and I'm having trouble running away from these two birds. Jesus Christ. Please, let me flee. Thanks. And so yeah, Tressa's gonna be our third character that we recruit for our party. If you're asking why we're actually doing the entire chapter of a character here, unfortunately you can't just recruit a character and then just leave without finishing their like first chapter. So you are forced when you recruit a new character, you're forced to do their like chapter. You can't even leave the city. Like there's actually a shield in front of like the exit, and when you walk towards it, it says, I actually don't know what it says, but it basically tells you you can't leave. You can't even fast travel to somewhere else, so you're really hardcore forced to stay here. And same with these guys, by the way. Let me see. Yes, we throw a stone in their face and they die. What a bunch of lousy pirates, am I right? You just throw a stone at them and they like I don't know, they leave. Alright, then with this we almost have our third character completed. Quickly gonna check in with her parents to get their consent that we can actually leave the town, that she can leave for an adventure. And we're teleporting back to our own hometown and make our way slowly to the last character of the game, which is going to take a little bit of walking and some random encounters here. So if you have some donations or anything to say, Mr. Argic, feel free to say something.
We do indeed. We have a donation from Henry T. $50 donation saying, "Hi everybody, here's a little donation from France. Thanks to everyone involved in the charitable event. Sorry for my bad English. I studied French and Spanish at school. Your English is fine, buddy. Even better than mine at times. Thank you very much for your donation. It's much appreciated. And they put that towards the FF8 circuit in Chocobo Racing Story Mode.
Okay, that should hopefully work. Alright, so here we're in the starting city of Therion. He will be our last character that we are going to recruit. He's a thief. He likes to steal stuff. And he also has some very useful abilities in the speedrun. Also, whenever like it's his time to shine in like story or something, his theme has like these violins and stuff, which is very nice. I actually saw a video about the music design of this game, and every character has like one instrument tied to them, so you can immediately recognize that it's like about a certain character when you hear a certain like instrument in the background in the sound, which is kind of nice. The general music and sound design for this game is like phenomenal. And again, having some problems with fleeing from enemies feels bad. Quickly healing her just in case anything goes wrong. So this is Heathcote, the boss fight of Therion. He's gonna require a little bit more soul stones to die. And there we go. The reason why that is, the game is very smart, and maybe you're not thinking of this right now, but it kind of makes sense now when I explain it. The health of these chapter 1 bosses are kind of tied to how many people are in your starting group, or like in your party, to avoid having somebody having like 10,000 HP when you only have like a single character in your party. So that's why the first two, like the boss of the first and second boss fight, were pretty easy to kill. And then this last guy required some more stones thrown in his face to die. And yeah, so we have our starting party together. These are the only 4 characters we will be seeing in this speedrun: Hanet, Cyrus, Tressa, and Therion. And what we're going to do now for a little bit is walk around more in the overworld, visit some places we're gonna teleport to a little bit later, and collect some more high level end gear. And then we slowly prepare ourselves to finish Hanet's story. As I said, basically in a nutshell, speedrun of this game is like, the first part is run around, collect a bunch of stuff and prepare for chapters 2 to 4. And then you just do those. Because at chapter 2, 3, and 4 we will basically be under-leveled for... I mean, just period, we will be under-leveled. No. Nice. So this right here is still snow. This is the town where Hanet's chapter 3 will happen. Quickly gonna change my notes here. There you go. So what we need to do right now is we also quickly need to visit the hometown where the 4th chapter of Hanet will take place, and to collect some more useful gear. Like I said, we're still here in the preparation phase, trying our best. In the single story speedrun, the only thing you kinda collect is money, because this game is basically pay to win, but you will see in a bit. I will explain. And you just need lots of money. Quickly gonna do a safety save here. This screen here can be a little bit scary. There's a minor chance you get a random encounter here. We didn't. Nice. And they were just looking for these chests with a lot of money or soul stones. And if it's an item, we most likely will sell it just to get more money. Quickly going into the catacombs right here to reset the step counter again, so we can walk into Marzalim without getting an encounter that would basically insta-kill us if it were to happen. And yeah, this is Marzalim. This is where the story of Hanet will end at one point, hopefully. We're just gonna borrow some things here out of these chests. We'll bring them back later, I promise. Especially the chest right behind the throne. Talk to these guards real quick, do some buying, get this hidden soul stone. And I think we are ready to go for the second chapter of this game. So use some equipment here. And do some menuing. Oops. So one problem that happens in the Hanet story, that we need to provoke some of these NPCs, which are mandatory in order for the story to progress, sadly. And currently we are kinda under-leveled here. So, but our simple solution to that problem is just throw a bunch of soul stones in the face of the people we are provoking. And that should like solve all our problems we have with people that are mean to us. Or rather, people that we bully because, you know, we provoke them, so I guess we're the bully in this case. Sir, please. Thank you. buying some more things. Doo-doo-doo. Also this guy. Thank you, sir. Slowly making our way to the Chapter 2 boss fight. And at the Chapter boss fight you will finally understand why merchants are absolutely busted in the speedrun of this game, and why this game is pay to win. But before that, we gonna provoke this tree right here because it's in our way and it needs to go out of our way. Turns out that you can defeat trees if you just throw a bunch of stones at them. Who would have thought? Interesting. Alright, and now there's nothing really in our way anymore to go for the boss. There's a very, 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 very minor chance that we might get a random encounter in this forest, which would be kind of bad. Just gonna quickly safety save here, and in the worst case that I do something wrong and mess up because of my nervousness. Alright, this is the Lord of the Forest, and let's defeat this guy. I will explain after the fight what happened, but I just let you see for yourself. And there we go, hopefully. Yeah. If you looked at these damage numbers, 6,000, 7,000, what we just used there is the merchant ability called Hired Help, which does exactly what it sounds like. You spend some of your collected money to get some help from people. And yeah, the damage of these abilities is tied towards how much money you spend, and it doesn't really factor in what your level is or what your stats are. There's a flat amount of damage every single time. And yeah, you spend 30,000 every single time you use the most expensive ones. But these guys, they pack quite the punch, as you saw. I did like 7k for every single hit of them. That is more than a large soulstone does with, you know. And also what we did with Therion is we used Armor Corrosive, which is a debuff that lowers physical defense, which increases the damage of the Hired Help, because Hired Help is a physical attack move, and if the physical defense of enemies are lower, you do more damage, you know, simple stuff. So might I introduce you to our friend Alec here? Um, I saved, so hopefully this is not going too bad. This is another one of these required provoke fights that I need to win. If we have some really bad luck, we will lose this fight. This is basically a little bit of RNG right now. Okay, whenever he does that panic slash, there is a certain percent that you get like oops. Nice, I misclicked. And now I'm dead. Pog. That's why I saved. Yeah, I actually had it and I threw it away because of a misclick. Damn. Come on. So in an optimal scenario, you go before him on the third turn. That's like the best case. The second best case is he hits you with the panic slash, but the confusion status effect is not gonna get triggered on you. Okay, there we go. And as you see, these guys are a lot more powerful because I had to throw 4 soul stones at him in order to defeat him. Oops. And now we are going to sell a lot of our stuff that we collected. Oops. In order to get a lot of money. Should be good enough. And some quick menuing here. Oops. Whew, okay. Alright, welcome to Trail to the Whitewood. One of the worst areas of the game. Because this is a very, very long map and there's a really high chance you get an encounter. Or maybe I'm lying and you go through it without a single problem. Which is nice. Unfortunately, there's another screen here, the actual Whitewood, which also has a minor chance of, I mean a very high chance of getting an encounter. This one in here is worse, because you can't really break them. The one before is kind of easily, you can break them and just run away. And yeah, welcome to the third boss of Hanet's story, the dragon. Yes, he's just named Dragon, no fancy name, it's just Dragon. And we basically going to do the same strategy again. We're gonna use a small soulstone here just to break one of his shields. Yes. And again here the same kind of strategy follows along. This guy just has way more health, so we need to be a bit more careful. Or rather, we need to throw way more damage at him. And some more veteran soldiers to finish him off. Just take a look at these damage numbers. Oh wait, I just messed up something. Shit. Hold up. I defeated him, but that's why I saved again. I forgot something rather important. Merchants also have this ability to collect. So you can basically collect money off of enemies. And the higher level the enemies are, the more money they give, obviously. And as I said, money is kind of tight on here. Yep, that was totally my fault. My fingers were quicker than my brain again. Luckily for us, this fight is 100% win rate. Like, you can't mess up this fight. Like, you can't intentionally lose. Or like, RNG can't make you lose this game. This fight, I mean, dude, my mind is all over the place currently. If you stick to the script of this fight, you don't lose. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, here we do collect now. And we collect 18,000 of a dragon because dragons hoard a lot of money, right? And now we finish him off. There we go. So Hanet, Cyrus, and Tressa, I have equipped them with also a passive ability from Merchant, which is called Endless Items, which gives these characters the chance, whenever they use a consumable item, there's a 25% chance that you use the item, but it doesn't vanish from like your inventory. Basically, you're duplicating it. And what you kind of want is to duplicate some of these soul stones. It hasn't happened, unfortunately. That's why we quickly need to take a little detour here and collect an additional soul stone here from Tom's mom. And yeah, now we're in the final chapter of the game. More story. Oh yeah, I just realized I haven't really talked about the story of this game like ever. Which is okay. So if there's people in chat who want to play this game still, you don't really see anything of the story because you skip all the cutscenes. The only thing you kinda get spoiled on is how the boss fights look. But in terms of actual story, there's like, you get like nothing. Who needs story? Am I right? We are speedrunners. So yeah, another unfortunate quick little detour we need to do right here to get the soul stone outside of here, because we were pretty unlucky with the duplications from the endless item passive ability. And yeah, final dungeon of the game. If you're playing this game on the Switch version instead of the PC, right now it would take literally forever to load. Because this dungeon is rather big for some reason, and the Switch struggles a lot to load this area for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, now that I mention it, maybe I can... The differences between the Switch and the PC versions are very, very minor. It's basically only the loading times. And we have different leaderboards for the Switch and for the PC. So if you really want to speedrun this game, but you only have it on Switch, feel free to speedrun it on Switch. There's an own leaderboard for the Switch, which is nice. The PC is of course faster because of the loading times, but like I said, separate leaderboards, because nice. And yeah, last fight of the game. This is one of the hardest fight in all of single stories, because this is not really a scripted fight. You need to improvise quite a lot on this fight. But this looks incredibly awesome right now. Okay, let me think here for a second. You know, this is Red Eye. As you can see, he one-shots our characters. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, I think that's a loss right here. I was yeah, I'm gonna take the defeat here. Yeah, the problem with this, as you can see with the boss, in the very first turn he attacks twice, and whoever is hit is dead. Like, there's no way around it, really. And if the wrong people die at the wrong time, it kind of sucks. I'm gonna take the safety save up here. Hopefully no encounter. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I know what I should have done instead. It's like the first two rounds, you need some quick thinking, some quick maths. Okay. Let's do big brain strats here. Yeah, let's go for it. Just please don't attack the wrong people now. Okay, perfect. Okay. This should be fine. Okay, so this very first break is only to make this fight more stable. Right now, at this point, this is basically a scripted fight. If I don't mess up. Okay, this guy has 108,000 HP. It's gonna take a moment. Right here is an intentional little strat. We use sidestep on both merchants so they don't get hit with that attack. They revive these two. And now, after the second break, there's a certain threshold of damage that we need to do. And if we like do a certain amount of damage, right now on this turn he will do his "You have angered the beast," which is basically just a buff for him, but he doesn't attack anybody, which is kind of nice. And we're looking good. Alright, then this right here should be the turn where we kill him, hopefully. Yeah. Also, time is coming up very soon, Tech, by the way, just letting you know. I think I'm throwing way too many stones at him right now, but, you know, just for good measure. And if I did everything correct, he should be dead right now. And the money, perfect. If you saw it, I exactly have 30,000. Shit, I know what happened. Yes, exactly. I forgot something. I forgot to do the armor corrosive debuff. Damn it. That's like the #1 reason why you lose this fight, and I forgot about it. Okay, let's try again. Feels bad. I mean, this is looking good. Whenever Hanet gets to act on the first turn, and you get to use evasive maneuver, leg hold trap, which I haven't explained yet. Leg hold trap, by the way, is a little debuff that lets you like the enemy is always last next turn if you have applied this debuff. Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. Okay. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I'm still like a little bit nervous, guys, I'm sorry. Normally I have zero like nervousness at speedrunning events, but I don't know. Online events are a bit different. But we'll get him this time.
Don't worry about it. You got this fight. You know what you're doing. You got this. Through all the stones.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad start. Okay, that's kind of not so good. Okay, this might work. Yeah, this actually kind of works. Okay, let's try again. This time for sure, okay? That's a promise. That was kind of an unoptimal start to the fight, but it's okay. You have a little wiggle room at the start. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so far we're looking good. This fight should be like, yeah, this time I should have it. Just don't forget to use armor corrosive again, Mr. Xoneris. Alright, yeah, this right here is what I forgot last time. Quickly check. No, it should be fine. Also, again, tech. Get ready on time, hopefully, this time. Okay, this should be it, hopefully. Let's go! I don't know why this fight took me so long. It's actually not that hard. Okay, and time, by the way, in now. Woo!
Yeah! Woo! Good job, buddy.
I don't see the timer. Am I overestimated? Probably, right?
Unfortunately, yes. Well, I'm waiting for the delay to catch up. You are 1 hour 6 minutes. But still a very enjoyable run.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, unfortunate things that happened. I think my PB is like 49 minutes or something. Oh boy. That was...
It's the joys of marathon luck. That's all that was, buddy.
There was a marathon opener nervousness, I guess. But yeah, now you can see this. I mean, we don't see this, but here would be 6 minutes of credits, which are unskippable because game design in 2018 is cool, right? And yeah, that was Octopath Traveler, single story Hanet. I hope you guys enjoyed. I couldn't really read that much of chat, but I took a glimpse at it every few and then. Thanks for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry that it went a little bit worse than I have hoped for. But after all, I'm kind of notorious for slightly going overestimate everywhere all the time. So at least I'm on brand, so that's okay.
On brand.
On brand. Yeah, so don't want to delay this too much longer. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later for more of my runs. And I actually don't know what's up next. Argic, tell us, what's up next?
Coming up next, we have got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, all situations, realistic percent. Run.